everyone. Thank you. Honorable Member of Parliament, Lok Sabha, Shri Adur Prakash Ji, the leader who is responsible for following up and getting this post office established. And Honorable MLA, Gurkhala Constituency, Advocate V. Joyji, former Union Minister of State, Government of India, Shri Muraleedharan ji. Because of him, only actually I came to inaugurate this post office. And Chairman Gurkhala Constituency, Sri K.M. Laji, and Councillor Gurkhala Constituency, Sri Nitin Nair ji, and my Chief Postmaster General, Sri J.T. Venkateshwarlu ji, and all the people of Kerala, Gurkhala Constituency, people with not only beautiful smile but beautiful mind, and all my postal employees and journalists, everyone, Namaskaram. It's truly an honor to be in Kerala, a state where with 100% literacy, cultural richness and progressive governance. This morning I went to two important places. From the spiritual depth of Shivagiri Mutt to the ancient serenity of Janardhan Swami Temple, I witnessed the Kerala heritage, and in that process I had to give a speech at Shivagiri Mutt unexpectedly, so I was 30 minutes delayed. I am sorry for the late arrival. I am actually quite punctual in all my meetings. And in that process, especially Muraleedharan ji has asked me to release a stamp on the 100 years heritage of Narayan Guruji and Gandhiji meeting together, and I have spoken to my postal department, and we told everybody, and I am telling everybody, within the next 100 days we will release the postal stamp. And today, if you look at the post offices, so historically, before the mobile phones were invented, postman was the postman or postwoman were the ones who carried everything. But today, with the mobile phones, postal department in general is declining when it comes to postal services. And the expenditure of the government is also increasing significantly. Today, entire postal department spends more than 35,000 crores. And the majority of this 80% is on postal employees' salaries, pensions, and rest is administrative. The revenues are only around 13,000 crores. So we have a huge deficit in running the post offices. But I want you to know, despite the declining post offices, Modi ji is the visionary who envisioned how to convert post offices. The post offices in such a way, postcards became payments bank, stamps have evolved into savings bank, letters have evolved into rural livelihood missions. The reason, despite of this expenditure, we are continuously building if you see some of the state-of-the-art post offices today. And this one is worth close to 3 crore rupees, 2.8 crores precisely. Modi ji envisioned post offices to be beyond the posts and stamps. You look at it, historically, I don't know how many of you know about my story. I am from Andhra Pradesh and I was originally a doctor. I went to US in year 2000. Before I went to US, I took a passport in 1999. When I went to passport, it took me 1.5 months to get an appointment in the passport office. There was only one office in Hyderabad. And to get police verification, it took me so much effort. And after repeated, I went morning, if I remember correctly, I went morning 6 o'clock in the line because the line is so much. I had to stand in the line and I was out of that post office around 3 o'clock. This was in 1999. Then, in last year only I came back to India. I stayed in US for 25 years. I actually built a big business there. I was quite successful. So I thought of coming back to India and serving my nation. Fortunately, I contested in Andhra Pradesh and I won with the highest majority, 3.5 lakhs first time. And luckily I was given minister position in the central government. That's why I came here. So actually 2 years before I came back, I went for my passport renewal. This time it's a completely different story. I didn't even go to that. I applied through online. Police came to my house. Within 24 hours, they gave me the passport. It was such a remarkable progress. And that too, I didn't go as like a minister. I was just like any other common man, but 20 years later. So if you take these kind of reforms, whether, right now Kerala is doing quite well in terms of Aadhaar upgradation, more than 90% saturation. But if you go to any rural village, still Aadhaar upgradation is an issue. Right? Taking direct benefit transfer, taking the money from all these rural villages, everything today is being done through the post offices. And now we launched 1,000 DNKs, Dark Nirya Kendras, where if you have a person who is an entrepreneur, who wants to export, they can do this seamlessly. You don't have to go to custom. You can sell it to any country you want because post office does all the work for you. Whether you send it to Australia, America, Europe, Dubai, post office, those 1,000 Dark Nirya Kendras aggregated the entire process and seamlessly exports can be done from the rural villages. So like this, and because of the declining postal business, postal stamp, when reimagining the entire parcel business, because every day, especially Kerala is quite good in ordering all the e-commerce. For all the rural villages, post offices are being completely transformed with digital technology. First time in our ministry, just like any other private organization, we hired Chief Technology Officer, CTO, from outside so that the post offices can function just like any other high quality private organization. So the entire technology of post offices getting transformed and the facilities within the post offices are getting expanded. And our vision is to ensure that we can take as many government schemes and as many parcel services of the government, whether it is delivering pesticide, seed, organic chemicals, whatever to the doorstep can be done through the postal services. So we are accelerating the entire process of how the post offices work. And also to facilitate, now we have close to more than 2 lakh GDS and total employees more than 4 lakhs. We wanted to recognize all the people who does exceptional work. So we are taking top 3 to 5% of the postal employees who are performing exceptionally well, and in every quarter we're going to facilitate them. We're going to celebrate a day as if it is a festival, so that the unsung heroes will be celebrated across the India. So this is a new initiative, it is coming. And the other thing, we are also taking the largest survey of entire India among population. More than 30 lakh households will be surveyed to know how services are being delivered. If you look at it, there are so many wonderful schemes that post offices offer. Life insurance, accident insurance, Sukanya Samruddhi scheme, savings account. But still some people are not aware of that. So we're going to take a maximum survey and we will do it 100% mission mode saturation. So that every household, when you go there, our people will be explaining what are all the mandatory things that a family should need. For example, Sukanya Samruddhi scheme. It gives the highest savings interest rate, more than around 8%. No other savings account will give you that much. Like that, all of those will be expanded. So I wanted to congratulate all the postal employees for tirelessly working hard, and all the people who have contributed for building these beautiful buildings, and all the leaders. Sorry, I couldn't understand what they have said in Malayalam, but it's very hard to understand Malayalam and to compete with 3 parties, BJP, CPM and Congress. 1 or 2 you can handle, but 3, it would be hard. But I hope all of them have very good intentions. I'm sorry, I don't have a lot of experience with the Adur Prakash ji and Vijay, but I do have experience with Muraleedharan ji. I'm part of Telugu Desam party. I'm not a BJP person. I'm a Telugu Desam, different party. I'm part of the NDA from Andhra Pradesh. Muraleedharan ji has looked at BJP functionary in Andhra Pradesh. That's how we know him. So he's a very soft-spoken, silent, but deep in values, character, and commitment for the nation. So I appreciate him. Because of him, usually ministers don't go to open the post offices because we open so many post offices. I was quite busy, but because of his persistence, I came to this place, and I am glad he invited me here, and I'm so thankful because I walked through the nature and everything this morning. It was quite refreshing. If you look in Delhi, it's all buildings, concrete. When you come into this beautiful place, there's a lot of serenity, Mother Nature. You understand how you will come back to the Mother Nature. And I visited these ancient temples. So the entire experience has been so rewarding and memorable. So for that I am deeply thankful for Muraleedharan ji. And with that, I dedicate this post office not to the history but the future of Varkala. Use it to connect, to empower and to thrive. And it stands as a reminder that every town, no matter how distant, is central to the nation's progress. Thank you once again. Namaskaram.